Welcome to Melanated Mondays. I'm your host, Aj.
And I'm Tay, and we're here to review our favorite books written for us by us.
Period.
Today we will be reviewing Body Count by Octavia Grant. Please be aware that there will be spoilers and explicit content for mature audiences only. There were no trigger warnings for this book, even though there should have been, because baby, it
What did you think of this one?
was good. I'm like, I'll probably give it like a 5, I would say, because I don't have any complaints. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 5.
I mean, it's Octavia Grant. Okay, we knew it was going to be wild when we walked in the door. Okay.
It was good. I really liked it. I definitely like I went into it blind. I didn't like have any clue what it was gonna be about. So it was definitely a wild ride. Um so a short little synopsis of this is we have our main character Nikki, who is at this rate, Nikki's just like a sex addict. Like she just loves to have sex, and she don't care if you married, if you got a girlfriend. She don't care about none of that. Like that's not her business in her mind. So she really just be fucking so
Everyone.
many dudes and be breaking up everybody's damn marriage. And then she's a little foul and she had done something to somebody in the past, and that shit comes back to bite her in the ass in the end.
Oh my God, does it?
So what
So
did you think of Nikki?
I thought Nikki, like, I'm all for like being freely sexual or whatever, like have your, do whatever. But I am also for just because the guy's an asshole doesn't mean you have to be an asshole. Like, be a girl's girl. Okay. Like,
Yeah,
you don't
I'm
have to cheat
definitely,
too.
yeah, I'm a girl's girl. Like I don't want nobody's husband. Nobody wants
Yeah.
that. So I agree completely with you. Like I'm all for like let your freak flag fly. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But I'm also like when you start fucking so many people that you don't even remember faces of people you fucked, like you probably need to slow it down a little bit
You should probably slow it all the way down. Hit the
because
brakes.
that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy to be literally fucking so many people that you're rerunning into people that you've already had sex with, and you literally think this is a new person. You don't even remember having sex with them before.
That shit was wild. And like she was like, I've gotten STDs before, I've been around the block. And she definitely was, but she was really proud of it. And like I said, sexual liberation is cool, but like be safe about it. Like I preach safe sex all the time, like have some safe sex. Don't fuck everybody without a condom. And Nikki was not, she was not on that wave.
No, she's like, I'm gonna do what I want to do, and if I want it, I want it now. And if you married, I don't give a damn because that's you and hers agreement, not mine.
Yeah.
So I was literally so shocked by at first, in the beginning of the book, she's like in somebody's random bed and she's like saying how she doesn't know whose voice this is. So I was already like, girl, you don't even know this man and you in his room in his bed. And then when he's like freaking out, like, oh, you gotta go, like my wife is coming. I was just like, ugh.
Girl.
I'm already a man hater. So that just
But she wasn't trying to go. That's the part that had me. She gave me anxiety, girl, because she was like, "Oh, your wife's on the way. Let me suck your big fat dick."
like, but not only that, he's like rushing and she's just like lollygagging.
She was like,
Like,
"I kind of want some dick before I leave. Like before you kick me out and
he's
your wife
like, let's
shows
have a
up."
conversation. What's your name? Like, and he's like, bitch, my wife is on the way. Like, you got to get the fuck up out of here.
And
And
like, I was rooting for his wife to walk through the door because, like, why not catch a cheater? Like, I love that. But at the
same.
same time, I was just like, Nikki, if you don't get your ass out of there,
And she did not care. And then, long story short, boom, wife walks in. And
yeah.
I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Not your wife working all night at the hospital, exhausted, coming home to you with another bitch in y'all's bed. And then what really had me gagged was how they started fighting, and it said like Nikki just got up and left and was like, that's their problem, not mine. Like she
She was ruthless with that. She was like, I'm gonna start all the problems and then I'm just gonna
And
get out.
then that part had me so fucking dead because it was like, oh, she just got up, scooped up her shit, walked right out that door while they while they was arguing.
When nothing to say, she didn't say a bye or nothing. She just moved on to the next stick. She called up the next one.
Yeah, she was like, well, now that that's over.
And
And I really was wondering, like, now that I know when we got to the end, we got some closure. But at first, I was wondering, like, how does her boyfriend not know? Like, if she's fucking all these people,
yeah,
I'm like, how do you not know? And I know in the book they're like, oh, he's a homebody, but I'm like, but
I'm a homebody, but I'm
clearly,
still nosy as fuck. I'm gonna find out
but
everything.
I'm like,
Yeah.
clearly your girl's fucking like everybody. So I was like, what's going on here? And then I,
Because
I
I really
really,
did not expect him to be like what I expected was her to go out with Jalil to like the cabin because she was meeting up with that married man at the cabin or whatever. And I expected her to go out there and her man, when she was like, you should go out and have some fun. I expected him to go out to like a club and someone be like, hey, like everybody been fucking your girl and like kind of spill the beans that way. Did not expect what the fuck happened at all.
yeah, one, I was like, not you planning a trip with a married man. Like,
Hey,
that's crazy. You just really are planning a trip. Like, all right, I'm about to go on a trip. I'm about to leave my boyfriend, go on a trip with this married man because I've been wanting to fuck him for a long time. Like, girl, what are you doing?
like you whore.
And then what really tripped me out was when his wife caught them. And then she was just like, come on, Jalil. And he really left with her and just left his wife there looking dumb as fuck.
That is what shook the fuck out of me because I was like, wow, like you would really like stare your wife down in the face and walk right by her?
He really didn't give a damn. Was just like, all right, I'm gonna go with her.
Yeah, and so like her being out at the cabin, like I expected Daniel because like I expected him to show up. I just didn't expect him to show up in the manner that he did.
Yeah. So basically, spoiler alert, because we kind of have to tell you what happens to kind of get to the end.
Yeah.
I'm like, so spoiler alert, freaking, she goes with Jalil. They go on their little getaway. And it turns out Jalil and her boo Daniel actually set her the fuck up. And so when they get back to where they go to, like Jalil's apartment, right?
Uh-huh.
And boom, Daniel is already there waiting for her.
And
And
she was
so,
shook.
and so she shook as fuck, like, oh, what are you doing here? Type shit. And it comes to find out that
She
she
already fucked him.
she already has fucked Daniel previously. She thought she didn't know this man, but she actually do know this man from the past, and she gave him a STD. And so pretty much he's here to whoop her fucking ass.
He did more than just whoop her ass, baby. He
Yeah.
pooped on her.
Yeah.
I was like, low key, she deserved it, but at the same time, that's fucking evil.
Yeah. He really.
Because she was wilding, like, how do you fuck someone? And then I think she said she was with him for a couple months or like a year or something. So it was like her people knew who he was and stuff, but they didn't realize that she had already fucked this man.
Yeah.
What's crazy is now that we're talking about it, I'm like, her best friend Echo was like being cheated on by her husband. And I'm thinking about it now because she slept with Echo's husband before Echo and her husband got together, right?
Mm-hmm.
So did she give Echo's husband herpes, and then did Echo's husband give Echo herpes too?
Who knows?
I'm like, girl, that this story was a fucking mess.
It was crazy. And that's when I was like, girl, like, you don't even remember. I'm like, you've been dating this man, dating him, and you don't even remember that you have fucked him in the past. Like, yeah, you got to slow down, baby. You got to slow down.
That's why I'm like, I'm all for sexual liberation. Go out there and do your thing, girl. But remember who you fucked, okay? Because shit like this, it should never happen. Like, you should never run into a nigga that you already had sex with years later down the line and don't know who he is, and then he make him your boyfriend. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. Like, that was crazy. Like, I really was like, wow, this whole thing is just really crazy to me. Like, what is going on here? And then, in the end, I was really disappointed in Kevin's wife because she took him back, and then his ass still
Cheated.
is still texting her like, yeah, me and my wife like reconciled things, but I'm still trying to fuck. I can't stop thinking about you. Ugh, disgusting.
And I mean, honestly, everybody was trying to fuck on her and she was trying to fuck on everybody. And I don't think the cycle will stop, even though she went through what she went through.
Yeah, just
Just like,
I was just disgusted. I'm like, not you forgiving him, all for him to just still be a dirtbag.
no, for real, because I hate that. Like, don't forgive that man. If he cheats on you and does you dirty, like, he don't love you. Just walk away. Let it be.
Yeah. So that, like, really, I was like, ugh, not him just being a dirt. Just, oh, me and my wife reconciled, but I'm still trying to fuck you though. Like, what? That's
Like, I like
crazy.
it, Mom.
I'm like, sir, what is your problem? Like, it was just a no for me.
Yeah, it was a hot mess. And I completely agree. It was a mess. But it was still a really, really good book. And I highly recommend everybody read this crazy ass book and anything by Octavia Grant because I absolutely love her.
Absolutely. I love this book because I love the mess. I live for the mess.
Live for it.
Love the mess. So as soon as this was already messy, I was like, ooh, okay, I like the mess. But the story just, yeah, when we got to the end, like I was like, girl, not you sleeping with people and you don't even know what
But
is going on.
every character in this book had a piece of Mickey, okay?
Yeah, it was just like such a crazy book, but I really enjoyed it. And like I said, I would give this a 5. So if y'all are looking for a book, something real short to
Spicy
just
and Mickey.
kind of have you be like, what the fuck did I just read? This is definitely the one.
Definitely. Spicy, messy, um, good storytelling,
All
just
of that.
edge of your seat. It's got it all.
All of that.
Well, I
So
think that's all I have for the book.
that's all I have.
It was short. It was
Yeah,
very
I'm
short,
like
y'all. Like,
this one was a pretty short one, like super quick read. So
I know I literally was on the last episode. I was like, that last book was so short, long. I need like 4 chapters. And then this one was 4 chapters. So it's a short book. If you read Losers with us and you read this one, then, it'll give you a little break.
yeah, definitely give you a little break. And it's such a good book. Definitely has a wow factor where you're like, what the hell? What is going on?
Definitely. But it's good. And I think you guys will enjoy it.
Yes. So we definitely recommend this, and then join us on Friday for a new episode.
Yep. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
And it goes a little something like.
Hey, book besties. Thank you so much for listening to our podcast. We are almost at our goal of 50 episodes, and we would love to keep going. And we just also want to say thank you for all of the support that you've offered us over this time. Because of the support that you guys have offered us, we're able to do a giveaway. So keep an ear out on the podcast. We will be making announcements when and where you can enter for the giveaway. And then also, keep an ear out on TikTok because we'll be doing some giveaways on there as well. Over the next couple weeks, we want to celebrate our listeners. So definitely keep listening, keep an ear out, and enter for those giveaways. And we'll see you soon, besties. Bye.